Hello Tenno, welcome to the Fang Prime. Is it good? Is it bad? Well, let's just build it and find out. We will be starting this build off with a new player build. Although its MR10 is required, you still may be at the regular star chart by this point in the game. We have Pressure Point for damage, Organ Shatter for critical damage, True Steel for critical chance, a mixture of Northwind and Fever Strike to create viral damage, which is benefited with our stance, because the stance and its combos has a combo that gives us guaranteed slash procs to help with that. We use Fury for attack speed, Drifting Contact for combo duration and status chance. It can be obtained by doing Nightwave missions. And finally we have Weeping Wounds, which is probably the harder of the mods to get, but it is good for giving more status chance, and it can be obtained from demos. Now I'm just showing that Haldren does not have any accidental passive buffs, so we can go and test this without any additional extras. So to test the weapon for a new player, we will do level, let's go 120 corrupted heavy gunners, which far exceeds what is required at that point in the game. So as you can see, it's okay, it's not amazing, it's pretty meager, but it will get what needs to be done, and that's all you really need out of a melee weapon in this game. Now we will be looking at a sort of better version of the build for someone who's wanting to take it a bit further, so we'll use the same stance and Organ Shatter and Weeping Wounds once again. We'll have more critical chance with a Sacrificial Steel. We'll get more damage out of Primed Pressure Point than regular. Blood Rush will assist us with even more critical chance. This can be farmed from demos. We will be using the 60/60 Toxin and Cold mods for status chance along with the viral effect that's benefited by our stance mod. And we have Gladiator Might for further critical damage and a little bit more crit chance with its passive ability. And to test, we will be keeping the level the same, but just adding the Steel Path modifier. As you can see, it translates to about the same as its non-Steel Path counterpart, with a couple of extra mods that sort of increase the damage, sort of don't. It's really just okay. Nothing amazing. This weapon used to be a Master Rank 0 requirement and it got put to 10 for no reason. But red crits and amber crits, so that's all you really need out of a weapon to make sure it's strong enough. And now while the damage is okay, there are ways that you can make the weapon stronger. The first and easiest way is to just add a primer. So I will be using the epitaph for that, with secondary dexterity for extra combo duration, which helps out a lot with this weapon. And we just swap prime pressure point for condition overload that gives more damage per status effect on the target. And we'll keep everything the same, and we'll just see how much more that gives us as opposed to using prime pressure point. So we just pile up some status effects, and you can see it's very slight, but it does do a little bit more, which is good because you just want to get that little bit more out of everything in this game. But the damage ramps up rather quite quickly as soon as you hit your red crit stage. Now there's only one way to make this even stronger, and that's to pair the Fang with the Speed Demon Volt and to add a Riven. So we're keeping their stance the same, still using Weeping Wounds and Blood Rush. We're still using Sacrificial Steel for critical chance and Organ Shatter for critical damage. We're using Primed Reach, which is optional, but I like to use that. Instead you could use more critical damage. Prime Fever Strike only. I feel it only needs the Toxin, because we're using Condition Overload still to push the damage as far as possible. We're using a Riven with range, critical damage and combo duration. I feel this is probably as good a roll as you could ask for this weapon. And it's a pretty good idea to pick up one of these Rivens, because an unroll is only around 30 platinum at the moment, with having a Riven disposition of 4. On our epitaph we can swap our secondary dexterity for secondary encumber, which gives more status effects per status procced. And for Volt, we're running this build with Arcane Fury for even more damage. And Arcane Strike for attack speed on hit. And we have Breach Surge from Wisp subsumed onto this Warframe because of its stun and its damage multiplier, along with speed for even more attack speed. And to test this we're going to keep the Steel Path modifier on, but we're going to increase the level to 150. And all we do is we prime, we speed, we breach surge, and we kill everything. Prime, breach surge, speed, and we kill everything. Once again. And we can fall off as well and still kill everything. And I'm just doing this to show you again that we can take this very far. Because you have stun, you have a form of crowd control, which helps with survivability, and you can take the Fang Prime quite far in Steel Path. Is it a regular weapon? Probably not, but if you got it in circuit, it's a weapon that I would take, and I'd be pretty happy with it. So all in all, my thoughts on this weapon are that it's cool. It takes a lot to bring back to good graces, but that's my thoughts. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.